Hello everybody, the Gamers Tech here, and today I have some information for you about the next Elder Scrolls game. It's going to be the Elder Scrolls Online. It's being made by ZeniMax Online. Not too much that's floating around out there, but I was able to dig some up thanks to our friend the Internet, also known as the Interwebs. There's going to be 3 playable factions, so you'll be able to make your own character, play with all your friends and stuff, and make guilds and everything you would think an MMORPG would be able to have. The 3 playable factions. The first one is the Ebonheart Pact. The races included in that are Nords, Dunmer, which are also known as Dark Elves, and Argonians. So far, it's kind of strange to have those 3 sort of banded together. Gonna have the Aldmeri Dominion. The races include Altmer, which are the High Elves, Bosmer, which is the Wood Elves, and Khajiits, which are the Kitty people. This makes a little bit more sense. Next, we have the Daggerfall Covenant. Races include Breton, Redguard, and the Orcs. Also makes a little bit more sense than the Ebonheart Pact, like Argonians and Nords. They don't really seem like they would fit together, but I guess the Ebonheart Pact were kind of the races that were left out of the other 2 playable factions. So you'll basically get to choose which faction you want to join. From there, you'll be able to choose which race and customize your character and all that fun stuff. Like I said, currently there's really no gameplay per se out for it. There have actually been some screenshots, or it could just be like concept art, but it looks a hell of a lot like screenshots. Now I've got some general information about the game, the gameplay, all that kind of fun stuff. I am reading it, so if I do stutter, which is very possible, don't hate me for it. Not the best when I'm not going... I think I just snapped my fingers. I'm not the best when I'm just going and reading through stuff, so you have to bear with me. There's going to be some classes, they're XP based leveling, so any other MMORPG out there that's relatively popular, it's going to be the same kind of idea, but it's not going to be skill-based leveling like you're used to in, say, Skyrim or any other of the previous Elder Scrolls. You play as a character, your soul has been stolen by Moloch Baal. It's a Daedric prince. He is trying to pull all of Tamriel into his demonic realm. So it's going to be the main kind of plot of the game. Exploration will play a major role. Many hidden parts of the game can only be found by poking around in dungeons and off-path areas. The towns will include the Imperial City, Windhelm, Daggerfall, Sentinel, Mournhold, Ebonheart, Eldenroot, Stornhelm, Evermore, Riften, and more which are yet to be announced. Mounts are confirmed. Flying mounts, however, will not be included due to the lore restrictions, so there won't be any dragons, unfortunately. Fast travel will remain, but will be restricted to way shrines, which also serve as resurrection points. No fast travel from your mini-map. Well, not your mini-map, but your map. There won't be any player housing, so they say. I hope they change this. How awesome would that be, just having a house that you can kind of just show off to everyone. There won't be any NPC romance, but could possibly be added later on, so per se, like the houses might be added later on, which I really hope they do, man. That would be so fantastic. Sorry, I just had to swallow. That was a lot of talking right there. There will be full voice acting for the NPCs, so kind of like what you had in Sotar. The average player will be able to reach the level cap in roughly 120 hours of gameplay, so much less than I've already dedicated to the Elder Scrolls, which is tons of gameplay. Lots of gameplay. Mundus Stones will replace Guardian Stones found in Skyrim and will offer various buffs. The various guild and the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood have been confirmed. There's going to be PvE and PvP as well. Gonna go into PvE first. The endgame content will feature heroic dungeons and large-scale raids. There will be both instanced and public dungeons. Public dungeons are dungeons with only one instance, meaning everyone who enters will be in the same instance. Skills are still based on stamina and mana. Sprinting, blocking, and interrupts will remain in the game. Blocking still plays a large role. Players can block with a shield, two-handed sword, or force push. Blocking an enemy's power attack will still potentially throw them off balance, like in Skyrim. Traditional aggro mechanics are non-existent. ZeniMax Online is promising player-like AI. For example, when entering a room in a dungeon, you won't be able to pull a group of mobs back and pick them off. Rather, they will all react at the sight of you, begin performing their designated role. NPC tanks rush forward, healers and ranged move away from the players. Should be making things a little more interesting for group-based kind of quests. Looks great so far. I'm sure they're gonna do a fantastic job. This game has been in the making for some time now, so. There will be a finesse system, which allows players to execute an ultimate skill. Finesse points are built up by being effective in battle, encouraging players to play smarter. One example for building finesse is a rogue drops an oil slick, and a mage sets it on fire. There you have some finesse. Sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. Questing is hubless, unlike WoW. It is apparently more like the Elder Scrolls, in which players can go anywhere and do whatever basically catches their interest. This, of course, will still be limited by level requirements. Elder Scrolls Online will use a phasing system much like WoW. It's confirmed that there are fetch X of Y, kill X of Y quests, although they are said to be the minority of the quests. Okay, so it's basically gathering and go out there and kill 20 wolves for us, give you 500 gold sort of thing. Very, pretty much tedious kind of quests. The PvP, there will be 3 faction PvP, just like in DAOC. That game's not ringing a bell for me right now, so if you know that game, just let me know. DAOC. Dungeons. Man, you guys are gonna hate me for not knowing this game. I'm sure it's gonna be such a popular game too, I just can't think of it right now. Instanced PvP arenas are confirmed. Open world PvP and free form PvP will be included. Siege weapons and destructible terrain are confirmed. Endgame PvP will involve players fighting to take control of Cyrodiil, conquer the Imperial City. Man, that's gonna be pretty cool. And crown the most accomplished player in your faction as the Emperor. That's right, you can become the Emperor. The ultimate goal is the Imperial City. However, there will be capture points, such as forts, farms, mines, castles, etc. Player politics are confirmed and are said to be closely related to DAOC, once again, and UO, Universe Online maybe? There will be a system in place which will facilitate a player's holdings being attacked, allowing players to organically defend their turf without the game enforcing scheduled assaults. And I guess that's pretty much all there is as far as information goes so far. I'll grab a couple of these screenshots that we have of the game so far, and I'll throw them in the video maybe. See what you guys make of them. Mind you, if they are actual screenshots, they're probably not finished. Like, it's not going to be the finished result of the game, so If you don't like the screenshots, don't let your hopes get torn down yet. I'm sure the game's going to be fantastic. The graphics in Skyrim were really good, so I'm almost positive this game will not be a letdown. Anywho guys, thanks for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Anyways guys, thanks, and I will catch you next time.